Welcome back to the Christina and Francis reunion show. Frances Fisher is here with us. We're so happy, actually overjoyed to have you here with us. We're going to talk about her show. It's on ABC. It's called Resurrection. But these two have known each other for so long. And to sit here and just watch the ping pong stories between you all, talking about raising children. How far back? This relationship goes way back.
Way back.
Well, Francesca's how old now?
She's 20. She's 21.
So I knew you when you were pregnant. Well, before you were pregnant, and then you got pregnant, and then we had her, and then you would come to the house for Christmas, and then we spent a lot of time up in Sun Valley with the children when they were small.
So I want to ask you, are you still painting plates?
I do. I still do that.
She changed her whole house around. She got into painting plates because we used to like paint with our kids, you know, all the little
Color Me Mine type of thing.
And then you started doing it on your own.
Well, we went to a place and we took the kids to color the plates, and all of a sudden I went, oh, so I decided to start a business. So I painted everything. I painted, you know, chandeliers, the plates.
Well,
you know,
but now she's into burlap.
Yeah, I'm into burlap. Yeah, somebody give me a piece of burlap, so I'm into that now.
Tony has learned, her husband, when Christina says, "Don't get me started," then they're off into business somewhere.
No, but it's wonderful.
Done so many.
Yeah, and but Francesca is. You were telling me some wonderful things about her.
Yeah, she just played the lead in a short form digital, which used to be called web series. Now it's short form digital. She's got a lead in a movie that she's shooting in April, and very happy for her. Yeah.
I always say it runs in her genes, you know. So that's wonderful. You must be so proud.
Yeah.
Is it something that you felt she was destined for? Because sometimes I know actors will be like, "Oh, this is such a tough business."
Oh, she knows all that.
She knows it all. Sure.
And I would discourage her when she was young, but she wanted to, and then she spent her high school not wanting to, but she's committed herself this year, and you know, she's seen the ups and downs of it. She's seen me when I'm up, and she's seen me when I'm down, and so she knows what goes along with the acting profession. And it's to love it. You have to have a passion for it beyond anything else.
Well, one of the passions you had, too, was, you know, when the Titanic first came out and you auditioned for the role of the mother, how difficult was that for you? And we understand that the person that you thought was, he was the director, but you thought he was a PA. So tell us the story about you and James Cameron, and you didn't know who he was.
Well, I'd never seen, you know, the thing is, they all see our faces because we're actors or in the business, but I didn't know what Jim Cameron looked like. I'd never seen a picture of him, and I'd never met him. So when I went to my callback, because the first audition was on tape, I went to the callback, and I'm sitting in the waiting room, and this guy, you know, comes jauntily out. He's in a lumberjack shirt and blue jeans, and he goes, "Frances Fisher?" He's like, "Come on with me." You know, and I follow him back and into this huge conference room with this table that seats about 40. And I look around and I see Mally Finn, the casting director, and her assistant, and then well, where's Mr. Cameron? And he goes, "That's me." And that moment, I just looked at him, and it was like we connected. And I think he saw the look of shock and embarrassment on my face. But he said, "You don't have to do all the other scenes. You just have to do the end of the movie." And I went, "The end
like
of
when
the
you
movie?"
drown?
Like,
oh, no, I didn't drown. I went on the boat and you went off.
There's a lot of stuff that happens at the end of the movie, and little pieces of scenes, snippets for Ruth. So I did this and that and the other. We stopped the camera every time, and I asked him if we'd do that. So I could readjust myself emotionally for the next piece that I was to audition. And then we got to the part where I'm supposed to say, Rose, get in the boat, you know, that scene where I'm in the lifeboat. And we were having so much fun in the audition room. I felt so free because I was so prepared with my material. And I thought, you know, Jim, I think you're going to want to shoot down on me, because he was holding the camera.
Oh, you're telling James Cameron how to direct?
Yeah, well, he was holding his little handheld camera, shooting me during all of this, and it's all to say that I felt so comfortable with him that I said, you know, I think for this one, I'd like to step down into the chair. And I know you're going to be probably shooting down on me because Rose is up there. So can we get on the table? And we'll all get up there, and then I'll step down, and you'll be able to see my face.
And then, you should have won the Oscar. It was you.
But you know, the only reason I'm telling this story, and the only reason I said it, is because I was so prepared. I knew this character inside and out, and I didn't go there trying to get the job. I went to the audition playing that role right there and then.
Right.
Without any desire to get it.
Too. You were just.
But then the fun fun thing because I was having so much fun with him. Look, if he had been a stodgy guy who had gone, no, I don't remember, I would have been, you know, frozen and done it. But he creates a place to play for actors. And he even said, well, I'll know who's going to shoot this scene if I get sick that day. I should have brought my crane, you know, so there was, yeah, we had a great repartee.
When you watch yourself on the big screen, or when you went to see this film, do you sit there and remember all of those things, or are you allowed to actually fall into the movie?
Well, I definitely fell into the movie because the first time I actually saw the movie was at the Royal Albert Hall. We had a big premiere in London, and I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. Prince Charles and his entourage were, you know, there was a big reception and we were all dressed up, and so I'm going to go see the movie. I know this movie. I know the ship sinks, you know, but I'd never seen it. I'd never experienced it. I never saw it completed. So by the end of it, I was a blubbering mess. And I had nothing to wipe my tears. My makeup was running, because I had a beaded dress on and no tissue in my bag because it wouldn't fit. So looking around desperately to wipe my eyes, and I saw this little doily on the back of Prince Charles' chair. And I leaned forward and I said, Your Royal Highness, please. Do you mind if I borrow your doily? I'll give it back.
And you too, and he wiped your tears with it?
Said, he patted me on the shoulder and he says, it's a marathon, darling. Keep it.
Oh.
I have it. Of course, I have it in my memorabilia, yeah.